And I'm back. I hope. Alrighty, friends. We're getting back into Trails Through Daybreak 2. Continuing on with what we were doing. I believe I was in the middle of exploring the first ward. Big guy, Shitao. To be honest, I don't really care who's in control of Hayway. As long as I can gamble and drink to my heart's content, I'll be a happy camper. Hick. Yes, Hal. Yesterday was pretty shocking. One of our regulars saw what went down and immediately came to tell us about it. Honestly, I'm worried about Ashen. Hayway's princess or not, those are her family members. I can't even imagine what she must be feeling. You and your friends picked the worst times to visit. Regulars can't seem to stop talking about how nervous they're feeling. They're mostly worried about their safety and their jobs. Well, at least our pub can act as a sort of refuge from their problems.
What would you like?
The True Dragon's Tom Yum.
Come again!
You guys, huh? Kinda figured you'd show up eventually. All of that commotion was definitely surprising yesterday, but most folks have just been going about their business as usual. Seems like that's Hayway's doing though. Guess they wanted to step in to keep things under control. Well, yeah, this may just be family trouble to them. But it's in their best interest to keep citizens from panicking. Anyway, can we assume that drinking first thing in the morning is your own brand of business as usual? Hey, this is still my first drink of the day, alright? Let a guy take the chance to relax. Oh, by the way, you guys familiar with Seven Hearts? That's the card game that's been real popular recently, right? This is the first time I'm hearing of it. The rules are a bit different from other card games, but that hasn't stopped me and Hal from getting hooked on it. It's good for workers to take a break every now and then, don't you think? So what do you say to playing around? I don't think that sounded as convincing as you thought it would. Perhaps we'll take you up on the offer at a later time. Let's play it. Alright, we'll play a round of 2-on-2. Better pick a partner, Van. Who to pick? Let's take Reset.
Alright, let the games begin.
I understand how this game works. It's a matter of using the right cards at the right time.
This one's my trump card.
Let us exchange hands.
Give me those heals.
My trump card.
This should do it. This should do it.
Dang it.
How unfortunate.
And that's how
Yeah.
it's done.
There we go. Oh man, I lost, huh? Oh well, at least I had a good time. Yeah, take these as thanks for playing with me. Yeah, thanks. Alright, I think we've done what we needed to in this place. Let's go around, talk to the boat guy.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Let's go.
Skygill. Alright, I think I might be up to date on all the fishies. Oh, hey Aaron. I see you got the Spriggan with you today. I've been hearing you doing a lot to help the situation lately. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Especially if you need a lift anywhere. I'm not sure what it is, but the winds coming off the sea seem oddly unsettling today. The view here may not have changed over the years. But I suppose time keeps moving anyway.
So...
There's that place that we didn't
Last year sure was rough.
want to go last year.
Hey, Aaron. Things get hairy around here again. I'm counting on you to help me out.
You got it, Pops.
It's hard to know how our daily lives will be impacted now that Hayway Eldership is out of the Hayway Eldership is out of balance. Sometimes it seems like Longport is simply fated to suffer.
Come on in and eat. My stuff can't be beat.
Hi, Salvatore.
I'll be waiting for you.
I just got back from dropping off a load of natural remedies over at Dr. Longkai's place. You guys heard about Elder Gian collapsing the other day too, right? The doctor wanted to make sure he had enough supplies on hand in case something like that happens again. I'm just glad I was able to help him out. Just imagine if you could see the people in the stands over that side. And vice versa. As they dragged Fandarin away in handcuffs, all I could do was watch. To think there could be a saboteur within the Lu family. We must oust this individual immediately. Still, no matter what happens, I intend to protect Lady Ashen with my very life.
I wonder if things have calmed down a bit now.
Still can't believe Fandarin was arrested. I mean, I don't think anyone around town's got anything bad to say about the guy. Out of everyone in Hayway, he's known as the most genuine. Still, that doesn't mean he's never done any wrong.
What'll it be? Thank you. What'll it be?
This must be the eastern border.
Do that. Do that.
Thank you. What'll it be? Thank you.
I'll just buy that.
I'll admit, I am a little nervous, but it's okay. Aaron's here to help us.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
Get Fatal Lance up. That one's, we need a time on that one. That one. And this one, I wanted these. Pretty sure I can get these. Without too much difficulty. Hawkeye, Space and Time. But Mirage will give us Treasure Hunter.
You're free to take a gander at my wares. I take great pride in all my merchandise.
Buy that. Buy that.
Yes, yes.
All the grown-ups in town had such serious looks on their faces yesterday. It had me a little worried. I wanted to know what was going on, so I actually rushed over to see for myself. I'm just glad it wasn't anything like what happened last year.
What'll it be?
Proverbs of Divinity.
Thank you.
Who's got the lowest accuracy? Reset. Now she can't miss. With him studying abroad, I'm sure Shin must be worried sick after finding out his dad was arrested. I hope he's alright. Don't worry, Ashen already got in touch with him and told him to stay put. He'd apparently already been talking about coming home. I didn't realize. Well, I'm glad she got to him before he could do anything.
Well,
Step right up.
Finally getting arrested yesterday sure came as a shock. Everyone ran right over to the Lou residence to catch a glimpse of what was happening. The customers were pretty confused over the whole thing. Hope none of it starts hurting my business.
Take all the time you need. Be seeing you.
where's to next?
Oh, Aaron! Thank you so much for your help earlier.
My pleasure. I'm just glad everything worked out.
The citizens are more composed than I expected, given the present circumstances.
That's because they know Aaron has their backs.
Way to go, little Spriggan of Longport.
Shut up, I'll kick your ass. Still, I need to hurry up and fix this situation before it starts affecting everyone in town.
I'm surprised this one doesn't have as many shards. Little Spriggan of Longport. Yeah.
Thanks to Aaron.
I love how Aaron just gets embarrassed.
Now, what's it say?
Longport's Lunar New Year Festival is right around the corner, and the Dragon Chariot, Red Star's signature vehicle, has been stolen. However, considering Haley is likely busy with other matters at the moment, we thought it best to ask for your help instead. I'll be waiting for your answer in front of the Eastern Theatre. Gee for me now. Considering everything that happened yesterday, I was a little concerned about what the mood around town would be like. But thankfully, it seems like people are feeling as high-spirited as ever. Maybe I should take my daughter shopping with me after all. Mama, can I come shopping with you?
Hey, friend. Got something you'll like.
Thought about selling my wares in another town, but I'm stuck in Longport for the time being. Of course, now there's all this upheaval with Haoi to deal with. It might just be a blessing in disguise, though. Now I have an excuse to sell off all of my moshi stuff before the cops figure me out.
Ah, I got some good stuff.
You're responsible
Thanks as
for that
always.
knockoff Mishi and Trion Tower.
What'll it be? Thank you.
Grab those, and then we head back up. Only one person left to talk
My
to.
noodles are the best in town.
Speaking of. Yep, that's the last one. Vandaren. You know, he'd actually stop by for noodles sometimes. He seemed like such a kind man too. Like, he was always so nice to me in the shop, master.
What'll you have? Come again.
Alright. First we go to the second ward. To the Gekka Dojo.
Go, go, go! Brother, we found your match. So soon? Well, this certainly wasn't who I was expecting. It's been a while, Lilian. So now even poor Shenley's been dragged into my baby sister's selfish schemes. I imagine you're not exactly thrilled to be here, huh? I'm just glad to get the chance to help a friend in need. Look, if you want to keep blazing around for the rest of your life, all you gotta do is win. No need for any sappy shit. You're gonna have to clear up all the stuff you threw to the wayside. Your actions affect more than just you. I guess running away is a bad look. Alright, I accept your challenge, Xiaoling. Yes, that's all I wanted to hear. I wasn't so sure he would accept. You've got this. I'd be expecting you not to pull your punches, Xiaoling. Now let's do this. Of course.
Coin shards. Let's do this, Shaolin. We won't go easy. Now's a good time to boost. Here goes. Don't screw with me. Now's a good time to boost.
Don't drop your guard.
It's go time. Activating.
Boom.
Gauge limit crushed. You've gotten stronger.
Damn, I'm good. We did it, Aaron. We won. Like there was ever any doubt. Ugh, my bones haven't seen that much action in a long time. You don't even look winded, Aaron. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight alongside you again, Shenley. Your skills have gone dull, though. Your skills sure have gone dull, though. Well, I could say the same to you. Let's just say we both did our best and leave it at that. You know, I think this duel has given me a better understanding of you, Lilian. And still, I believe you to be the best choice for taking over the dojo. You're more than qualified, even as you are now. It's what Baba wants too.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Xiaoling. Really, I am. However, I'm afraid I cannot honor your request. I'm sorry. But you promised. You said if I won, you'd take over the dojo. Unfortunately, little sister, that isn't quite what I said. Besides, don't you think it's a little strange for a person who just lost a duel to be put in charge of a martial arts school? Ugh, why are you so... The request was just for us to participate in the fight. Now that it's finished, screw it. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to give him a push in the right direction. How should we approach? Do I try to provoke him? Or do I sympathize? I'm very close to level 4 Grey. And Chaos. You'll provoke. And I'm already level 4 Law. Yeah, I'm not one for provocation. I'm gonna sympathize with the dude. Listen, Lilian, I know better than anyone how annoying kids can be, especially stubborn ones like her. They usually don't listen, they can't stop sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, and they just plain run you ragged. Hey, why the hell does it sound like you got something to say to me? Because he does. But there's a time when kids have no choice but to face the truth, when they need to be told what they don't want to see for themselves. Isn't it the best time to give them a hand? I think I see your point. I can't give you a concrete answer at the moment, but whether or not someone is qualified to become the next master isn't simply a matter of martial prowess. There's also a deep sense of purpose, reputation, propriety. These are all necessary qualities for a master to have. And Xiaolin possesses all of them. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Well, you say that. Not to pile on with Girlie here, but I remember how the students of the dojo used to look up to you. You had a pretty good reputation back then. Just what the hell happened, man? Did something go down after I stopped coming to the dojo? Lilian. Wonder why he stopped training. You're acquaintances, aren't you, Mr. Arkwright? Yeah, but I wouldn't call us close. We've never really talked about stuff like that. I think I've kind of got an idea of what happened, though. Oh, disappointing. Heads up. Everyone alright? Yeah. I am unharmed. Ugh. Swift as a demon, as always. Brother, you alright? Yes, everything's fine. Not bad. You protected the little girl too. Guess you do still carry the blood of the Gecko school. Why would you attack us like that? Because of you, my brother... The Xiangshu who ended up at Longkai Clinic, huh? Better than where our own ended up, I suppose. But not quite as satisfying. Sorry I don't live up to your expectations. I felt some kind of energy in the area and decided to drop by. I'm pleased to see some familiar faces. Well then, I'll be taking my leave now. Who was that? He might have come across as a jerk, but I'm sure you saw how powerful his technique was. Yeah, he is the one that's been stirring up rumors recently. the strongest Geka practitioner there is. He's the one that Ashen told us about, the foremost fighter of the Life family. I see. That would explain his strength. Doesn't seem like he's involved in what's going on though. And he just shows up and leaves like it's nothing. That info we got from before seems suspicious now. Yeah. He didn't even try to test my strength. I don't like him. I hope I never see him again. You know, he actually trained at our dojo in the past, for about a year. Seemed like every student there wanted to challenge him, and he defeated them all with ease. Including me. So that's why you lost your nerve. Yes, when he defeated me, I felt the overwhelming gap between our abilities. It was too much for me to overcome. But I believe I now understand the reason for our differences. Huh? Well, that's not what I expected. This doesn't mean that I'm going to return to the way of martial arts, though. However, in the emptiness in my soul, it feels a bit more full now. Brother. Anyway, I believe our father ought to be returning soon. I think I'll take my leave here. Xiaolin, I'm sorry for leaving you with such a heavy burden. Hold on, we're not done here. Oh, that was a pretty weird interruption. Still, at least everything turned out alright in the end. Yeah, I'll say. I should probably keep an eye out for that guy in the future, though. Lilian. I trust you'll be able to move forward with your life now. His dad just wants him to be happy.
Reward deposited.
Might be a little disappointed that his son's not following in his path, but that is what it is. Van, thanks for helping me with my brother. We didn't really get you the ending you wanted, though. It's alright. I think he was finally able to get over what happened in the past, so that counts as a win for me. Wasn't expecting that guy to show up, though. Anyway, I'll bet Lilian's at the bathhouse by now. He always used to swing by after practice. I'll probably go check on him in a bit. Thanks to you, I think my brother's finally gotten over what happened. As for where we go from here, well, I'll have to see what Baba says. My daughter told me what happened. My apologies for having you involved in our family affairs. I must say, however, I do agree with her. I believe it would be best for Lilian to take over the dojo. Oh, the only thing we can do now is wait to see what will become of this. Alright, next up we go to the first ward. Oh, who's in the theater? I was already feeling like I couldn't stack up to Aaron, but even a little girl's upstaging me? How can I possibly compete with those dance moves? No, if I start doubting myself, that means I've already lost. I heard police sirens last night. They came on just as we were getting ready for our evening performance. The Liu family has been loyal theatre goers for ages now. I can't help worrying about how this will all turn out in the end. Are you the Minhao that sent out the 4SPG request? I see you've got Hayran with you too. Thank you for coming, Spriggan. Yes, I'm Minhao with Red Star. You've brought Aaron along. That's very encouraging. Hell yeah, man. With me on board, it's always smooth sailing. Anyway, what's this I hear about the dragon chariot going missing? It was over in the main plaza up until yesterday, wasn't it? I have a question actually. What exactly is a dragon chariot? I love how she's just raised her hand. Oh right, I suppose if you're not from Longport, you probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. It's a yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Hayway invest large sums of merit into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display. Then they show it off at the Lunar New Year festival to impress anyone with eyes. It's to make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Hayway is. And here in the old days, they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since Red Star came around though, luxury orbital cars have been the staple. After the festival, it gets toured around to every location you can think of, before eventually being auctioned off. Auctioned off? Then I suppose the Eastern Theatre serves as the auction house? That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought into the theatre today. We were actually just having a meeting about it. Unfortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out a huge investment. And that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Hayway. Is there any way we could enlist your services to help retrieve the Dragon Chariot? Well, what do you say, old man? Let's see. Yep. Alright, we'll take the case. Hayway's not really in a place to deal with this right now, and I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of orbital cars myself, I want to see whoever stole that beauty brought to justice. Casual fan, he says. But I'm with you. We can't just let some two-bit thieves get away with something like this. I appreciate your support. To be honest, I was pretty worried you might not take the job. It's an incredibly expensive vehicle after all. If you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss. This may not be relevant to the investigation, but exactly how much is the Dragon Chariot worth? Let's see. Chassis base is one of Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. And then you've got the embossing work from First Class Professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, the gold outer coating. The manufacturing costs alone would be 30 million Mira. Whistle. I can't whistle. 30 million Mira? I can't believe someone would pay that much for a single car. And when it comes time to auction, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. There's no doubt the thieves would be able to make a rather significant profit from it. I imagine they mean to use the money to fund their criminal activities. From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical. Alright, first things first. I need you two to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theatre. Any moment you can think of where the car could have been stolen. Yes. You see, the Red Star crew started moving it into the theatre around 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, after which everyone decided to leave. Unfortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. It prevented us from being able to keep a proper eye on the chariot. Oh, what happened? As soon as they started bringing the car in, the revenue service decided to show up for an audit. We were so busy dealing with them, there was no time for anything else. It seemed like it took forever too. The auditors only left a few minutes ago. An audit from the revenue service, huh? So that's how it all ties together. And right after finally just got arrested on false charges of tax evasion. Makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud too. But you gotta admit, the timing's pretty suspicious. Yes, it's hard to believe it's a coincidence. Either the criminal knew the revenue service's exact schedule, or perhaps... I'm ashamed at our lack of vigilance. But because there were so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't. Don't you think you should have given them more clear instructions? You guys were the ones in charge after all. Well, either way, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theatre. We just need to take it slow and trace their path step by step. Let's get to it.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Yay. Sup, Fuka? Sorry to bug you. Aaron? What can I do for you? Actually, those people with you, aren't they... Yeah, we just have a few questions we'd like to ask you. You heard about the dragon chariot being stolen, right? Yes, I have. In fact, I even gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. But I'm sorry, I really don't have any idea when it was taken. Even the smallest detail you can remember might help us. Did you notice if anything felt off at the time? I think I might have been a bit paranoid, but I guess there was one thing. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theatre with a big truck. I assumed it was just some additional servicing that needed to be done, but I was so busy at the time, I wasn't able to pay them much attention. And it certainly does sound strange. According to Minhao, the crew started leaving the theatre about 4 hours ago. Even if they had forgotten to take care of something, it would be unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand. Minhao had his hands full with the revenue service right after the actual Red Star crew left. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. Yeah, and I'm betting that Red Star guy she saw was a fake. If he played the part well enough, nobody would even blink an eye if he stole the car. I'm so sorry. If I had paid more attention, this wouldn't have happened. It's not your fault, Fuka. Still, don't you think a truck big enough to haul the Dragon Chariot would stand out in a place like Longport? It'd take a while to find a place to hide it. Maybe someone involved in transporting goods might know something. Now that I think about it, that delivery guy, Anthony, runs mail all over Newtown. He's probably got a few contacts in the shipping industry. Wouldn't be surprised if he knows something. Let's get going then. I've got a thing for suspicious cargo.
Let me ask you something.
Truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I mean, Longport is a harbour city. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. But actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbour district around the time you mentioned. And you haven't noticed any changes in the area lately, have you? Any workers you haven't seen before renting out storage space or boats? Nah, can't say that I have. Oh, but maybe. Something jog your memory? You remember that warehouse where there was murder about half a year ago? After that happened, most people around here didn't want a thing to do with it. But just recently, one of my clients, a guy named Lai Hong, said his company decided to start renting it. Heard they stopped using it though. Was wondering if maybe something had happened. Oh, that warehouse. Guess it makes sense people would not be avoiding the place. And the fact that somebody wanted to rent it at all smells pretty fishy to me. It's also more than big enough to hide not just the car, but the truck carrying it too. Looks like the harbor's our only lead right now. Let's go see what we can find. Man, of all the places, why did it have to be there? Alright, into the harbor district we go. Wonder what happened. Are you Lai Hong? We heard you're the guy that's renting this place out. Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? We're in the middle of an investigation. This warehouse came up as a spot of interest. We were told that you had to stop using this one in particular. Is that correct? Yes, that's right. My understanding is that they found some kind of issue related to last year's incident. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbour showed up and said they'd be taking it over temporarily. And yet... Yeah? Did something else happen? Well, I came by here just a minute ago to take a look. It seems like somebody else has been making use of it. That shouldn't happen if the security company's keeping it under lock and key though. That is pretty suspicious. I hate to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? That's fine. To be honest, I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. If we could learn something from it, I don't see the harm. Huh, I knew it. I'm guessing that's not your company's truck, alright? Definitely not. Who in the world brought this thing in here? What's the security company up to? Let's hope the Dragon Chariot is still in there. Having found a suspicious truck inside the warehouse, the van and the others quickly proceeded to check its cargo. Unfortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. Well, that's about what I expected. This must have just been a temporary storage location for them along the way. They probably realized how likely it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked this location as a decoy. I just attempted to access the server of the security firm that controls this area. However, there's no record of any new issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there a record of them taking temporary custody over it. It seems likely the security personnel that informed you of the supposed issue was an imposter. I can't believe they managed to pull one over on me with such a simple disguise. I feel so foolish. Well, kinda sounds like something about him stood out to you. Well, you see, I couldn't help but notice his hair was a rather striking shade of green. Gave me a bit of a startle, honestly. Green hair, huh? That means he'll stand out in a crowd. At any rate, looks like the thief brought the chariot to the harbour in this truck, and then transferred it to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or a boat remains to be seen though. Let's ask around and see if we can pick up their trail.
treasure located.
Let's hack the lock.
Access granted. I'm going in.
Let's go.
This is kid stuff. No sweat. That's a good lock. Now do no sweat.
Let's go.
This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security. Time's almost up.
Go, 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 go.
I made it.
I made it.
It's as good as unlocked.
We got the Quintet Arts Driver. Yeah, it was my mouse being all janky. I thought it was stuttering.
Let me ask you something.
Suspicious heavy cargo, huh? No, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Well, actually, it might not be related, but this morning, someone I've never seen before came in to charter a boat. Oh yeah? Mind telling us what they looked like? What type of boat did they rent? Oh, they were a man, middle-aged, navy type, with a little bit of a beard. I think he said he was an officer? No, a lieutenant colonel. I thought it was a bit odd for someone from the Navy to be renting a civilian boat, but I didn't really think much of it. I mean, we get all kinds. Still, it's not every day you see people renting an orbital sail with a small barge attached. An orbital sail? Those are vessels with orbital engines that propel them more easily than a regular sailboat. Those engines are only auxiliary. However, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. That being said, if the barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine may just be sufficient enough to tow it. This Navy guy sounds like he's our target. Did the boat already leave? Yes, I'd barely taken my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. Sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I not have rented out the equipment? Nah, you've got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we've got a pretty good idea of the scale of this scheme now. Let's find a place where we can sort through everything we've learned so far. At least we know the entire sequence of events. So to sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprits bringing a truck to the theatre, moving it to the warehouse, and then renting a boat with a barge. At every location they were disguised to look like someone who could feasibly have business here. But we were given two descriptions, a young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard, and a middle-aged Navy officer. We don't know what the guy pretending to be a Red Star employee looked like, but do you think they were all different people in disguise? I've heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking the likeness of various people, and by himself no less. Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be careful not to discount the possibility that this is the work of a single individual. Blue Blanc is busy tormenting... not tormenting, being a good uncle for Olivier, this kid. That's true. Nah, it wasn't a single person. I've got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, if it really was just one guy, there wouldn't be any point in making it all so complicated, right? They were probably only handing off the car to one another in disguise so they would be harder to track down. Makes sense to me. So, who's behind it? You figured everything out already, haven't you? Well, the first people who come to mind are... Mafia looking to get a hit on Highway would not be viable for them because they've already been hit hard. And Mafia is smart enough to know that if they attacked Highway, then all bets are off there. One of Red Star's rivals? No. They might be assholes, but I don't see anybody doing a crime like that. Way too noticeable. Corporate espionage, on the other hand, that's a different kettle of fish. So it's a small group of amateurs. I'm thinking it might just be a small group of amateur thieves. If a bigger organization was involved, they would have put together a plan with a higher chance of success. These guys prepped the warehouse and the boat right before committing the crime, which makes me think there wasn't a whole lot of brainpower involved. I mean, regardless of speculation though, they did still manage to get away with it. I agree. Looking at their plan, it seems a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. They seem to have only succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say, it also seems unlikely that the visit from the Revenue Service had anything to do with them. Yeah, that was a little too convenient for my liking, but it's probably not as relevant as we thought. Let's go back over what we know about these guys again. They're capable of rudimentary disguise, trust each other, operate as a small unit, and work fast. You guys also remember a certain threesome that fit that bill? Oh, you mean those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year? The Devancy brothers. This incident certainly does seem to fit their MO. And according to a recent search, it seems they managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago. It's still unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance. Well, that settles that. All we've got to do now is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Yeah. They must have taken the dragon chariot to... No. There's no way the eroded cave is an option. Yeah. The Navy is right there, so that would also rule that out. Heilong Chenjai. Most people tend to keep their distance from the place, but it's just close enough to get with an orbital sail. Also, the eroded cave has way too many eyes on it. Shit, that's the last place I wanted to go. Makes sense though. There's a reason Almaty used it for their hideout. It practically screams, "Hey, hide your stolen shit here, dude." But what do you think they're doing with it all the way over there? If they wanted to sell it off, they'd have to load it up again and take it somewhere else, wouldn't they? Aww, Squirrel. You can grumble. That's why I thought Heilong Chenjai gave off more of a stench than the eroded cave. It's not easy to tell just by looking at a map, but on the east side of Heilong Chenjai, there's a small path that links back up to the main highway. There is? I mean, the place was used for mining after all. Makes sense that they'd have a few roads for transportation. Gotta be long abandoned by now though. If they disguise the dragon chariots somehow while they have it on Heilong Chenjai, they would have no issue taking it to land from there. That's pretty much the long and short of it, yeah. Damn, you sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of the slammer. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over to Heilong Chenjai. The show over at the Eastern Quarters Wharf should be able to hook us up with a boat.
Go, go, go!
Through the Gambit Bar, because that's the closest point. Let's go to Heilong Chenjai. Van and the others, in an effort to track down the dragon chariot, decided to once again travel to Heilong Chenjai. Soon thereafter... Well, look at that, guys. An orbital sailing barge. I knew it. It would seem to be just as you surmised, Mr. Arkwright. How did they get it off the boat? They probably haven't taken the chariot too far. I bet we'll find them pretty close by. Let's be careful going forward. So, ma'am, you got it. Understood. Nice work out there, brothers. If we manage to get this thing bits and bobs on the black market, our mirror woes will be ancient history. Before you know it, we'll be out of Calvert and making a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. We could never have done it without your foolproof. We could never have done it without your foolproof plans, big bro. Who else would have thought to get somebody to meddle with the revenue service? Nobody. That's who. Alright, that's enough praise for me. Besides, you guys played your parts to a T as well. I must say, your disguises have gotten pretty convincing lately. Still, I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color next time. Hey, the hair's what makes me me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this one, boys. The bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. Let's say we crack open a bottle and have a toast. We deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always slip out the abandoned pathway to... We can always just slip out the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Oh, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, Van? No doubt about that. And they even let us listen on their little plan. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Too bad that's all about the time you're gonna get to celebrate, though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars. If your bonds run so deep, then why not put all that energy into something that actually helps others for once? I'm afraid we have you cornered, Devancy brothers. Turn yourselves in and we promise to do you no harm. What are you doing here? Actually, haven't I seen you somewhere before? They're the guys that foiled our plans back in Tharbad. Spriggan? Oh, why did it have to be you again? Hey, we're not all that thrilled to run into you crooks either. You boys are at the end of your rope. Speaking of rope, how about you stand still so we can tie you three up? Wait, you really think we're just gonna back down now? You've meddled in our plans for the last time, Spriggan. You're toast. Don't go getting all cocky just because you took us down once before. We'll give you a real run for your money this time. With me, brothers. You got it.
Destroy them! You're freaking dead!
Fine, let's play.
Oh dear.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Unlocked. 'Cause 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 'cause
It's go time!
And
Lights protect us!
I ain't going down!
Activating skill.
Seriously?
I love it when fights are easy. God, I can't believe we lost to these bastards again. I swear on my soul, this won't be the last you hear of the Davanci brothers. Yeah, we always bounce back. Just you wait until we get out of prison. You'll get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret ever messing with us, Spriggan. Well, maybe you guys could just learn your lesson and stop thieving already. You can act tough all you like, but that's about the least scary thing I've heard all week. The Ravens were more intimidating than them. Well, that takes care of these idiots. Now I'm just worried about the car. Is it okay? It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor abrasions. I think we can return it to our client as is. At least the barge will make getting it back to Longport a little easier. Right, let's bring it back to the theater. Huh? What's wrong, Van? Just remembering something that they mentioned earlier. Huh. Like hell you're gonna get any more out of me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle with the revenue service, didn't you? So the auditing was part of your little heist after all. Oh yeah. The timing was certainly suspect. Oh, is that all? Fine. If you want to know who our partner in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is, I don't actually know their name. What? I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy. And here I was thinking you had connections to some big hotshot. Well, I guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that they wanted to help us out. Their only condition was that we had to cause some kind of an uproar in Langport, and it had to be today. Said they'd even lay all the groundwork. Ah, you sure know how to pick 'em. Look at you using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. The other way around. They were using them. What is it with these guys? For real. You'd think they'd be more angry about the whole being used as pawns thing. So, someone's been trying to stir things up in Longport. Bet it's whoever betrayed the Liu family. It'd make sense if they were the ones pulling the strings here too. Anyway, before we return to Dragon Chariot, we'd better decide what we're going to do with these guys. It'd probably just put even more stress on Hayway if we tried to push them off on them. So let's try and come up with something else. Let's see. I'm gonna hand them over to the police. Let's let the police handle this one. They're already escaped convicts. Might as well put them back where they belong. Too bad there's not a bounty on them like there was last time. But are you sure trusting the Longport police for right now is the best call? Considering the recent arrest of Fan Lu, Aaron makes a valid point. It's possible that whoever's pulled the strings to cause this infighting in Hayway may have a plant in the police department. Yeah, to be honest, that gave me a little pause too. Still, I doubt they're so corrupt that they'd let 3 escapees with criminal records off the hook. Plus, this is more of the police's territory than the guild's anyway. I see what you mean. I'm still a little worried, but maybe the police really are the best choice. And so, thanks to Van and crew, the Davanci brothers were captured once again. With the case now closed, the Dragon Chariot was soon returned to the theatre where it would await its new owner. It is a pretty car. Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the chariot back in one piece. We don't need to worry about Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either. Yes. Now that we have the car back, tonight's auction should be able to proceed as planned. Thank you all. I hope you know how truly grateful we are. It was no biggie. I just did what any fellow car lover would do. Don't you think it's time you got a new hobby, old man? I'm real glad it all worked out. I'm sure this car means a lot to the people of Longport. It does indeed. In times like these, that's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully, it'll help bring back a sense of normalcy. We'll make sure the reward is posted to your account right away. Thank you again for all you've done. Sure thing. It was no sweat. Just remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future, yeah? Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys. Reward deposited.
And Gray reached level 4.
Ladder launched.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
And how many? Okay. Alright, to the Harbor District.
Time to depart.
Seems like the case involving my warehouse has officially been dealt with. The police came by and confiscated the truck we found earlier. Now I can finally start using this place for business, like I had originally planned.
Hey, isn't that...
That's one of the Marduk Company's high-speed airships.
Looks like Customs in the middle of something.
Huh?
I've got my hands full here.
Hmm. I can't go into any details in public, but we had to cancel some important drills today. It would have been perfect a chance to assert the Republican Navy's authority. Even thinking about it gets me all fired up. Alright, nothing else this way. Although I'm a trader from Elsheim, I conduct business in Longport on a fairly regular basis. By the way, I couldn't help noticing the name unprinted on that vessel over there. It seems to be a Valis-funded private military company. Might not have any direct working connections with them, but it's hard to keep calm when the name Valis comes up. Huh. A little weird. Sheesh, this place is nowhere as quiet as it used to be. Never had problems doing business here before. I mean, with AOA around, the guild and the cops made sure to keep a wide berth, if you catch my meaning. Oh well, so long as nobody gives me any lip, things will be just fine. They only set that basketball court up next to me recently. Youngsters are always coming around to play a game or two. That also means I spend most of my day worrying about the ball breaking my expensive stuff.
Take a look if you want. Thanks.
Alright, nothing else here. Hey man, you've got some time to kill. What do you say to shooting some hoops with me? Basketball, huh? Don't think this hoop was up last time we were here. Yeah, basketball's gotten pretty popular in Longport recently. And these guys like to challenge people to games every now and then. Alright. Anyway, why not give it a go? Yeah, I want to try. You're sounding pretty confident there. Not that I mind, of course. Alright, I'm gonna quickly step away for a minute or so, and I'll be right back. And I have returned. You sounded pretty confident there. Not that I mind, of course. Alright then, let's join him for a match. One-on-one with the challengers on the basketball court is now available. Select who to play by setting them as the party's leader before speaking to the opponent. Come on, Fairy.
Well...
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. How to play. Shoot the ball into the hoop while your goal of defense is to block the shot. Okay. Y to jump and block the ball. X to steal the ball. Alright. Oh.
Yeah.
No. I suck at basketball.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah!
Dang it.
Yeah, think again. Yeah.
It's a tie.
Ha.
Damn, I'm good.
Yeah!
Dang it.
Nice moves!
Dang it.
Nice moves!
Ah, got it. I am the best at basketball.
Nice moves!
Think again.
Nice moves!
That's a W for me.
Damn, I'm good. Damn it, you've got skills. I thought I had that one in the bag too. Well, a loss is a loss. Here's something for your trouble. Here's a little something for your trouble. You sure we can have this? Yeah, think of it as my way of saying thanks for the fun game. Hit me up for another round anytime. Just don't plan on clinching another win.
I've got my hands full here.
Okay. Next ship should be...
So that's Marduk.
It's Cronkite. And Lady.
The mechs have been delivered. The combat drill will proceed as scheduled. Very good. This will be the first drill since we were officially deployed. I fully expect you to provide me with some excellent data.
Of course. We will try to meet your expectations, sir.
Kasim!
Hello, Mirabelle. It's very nice to see you again.
What are they doing with the Navy? And is that the Basel professor?
Qasim El Fayed.
Greetings, Farida. I had heard you were in the city. And it's been some time since our last encounter, Van. Been a bit, yeah. Haven't seen you since the end of last year. I heard you went back to your hometown, like your little sis.
He always comes home for our New Year's festival. Though I didn't expect to run into you again so soon.
Nor did I. Perhaps it is the will of Arusha and the flames. And it's good to see you too, Mirabelle. Been a while since you and I met face to face.
Yeah, well, I call you up a lot for our Marian Garten work, so it doesn't feel like it's
Garten.
been that long. But I'll bet you anything Reset was as giddy as a schoolgirl to see you again.
I was quite happy, yes. Thank you for facilitating my return to Arkwright Solutions. I'm in your debt once more.
Aw, don't mention it, girl. Just treat me to a coffee as usual, and we'll be square. I'm guessing the redhead is Erin Way, and you must be the Chief's adorable little sister. Thanks a bundle for always having Reset's back. You guys are the best.
Mirabelle is adorable.
The pleasure's all ours.
Damn. The two of you couldn't be any less alike if you tried.
Yes, we get that a lot.
We meet again, Spriggan. I'm curious as to what brings you here to Longport. I heard all about what transpired in Nesseldon. You and Catra had quite the fascinating little excursion by the sound of things.
I feel like Marduk hearing the report of what happened with Zect Arms. But people were just laughing their asses off.
Word sure does travel fast these days.
Professor Young Cronkite.
Let's move to a better spot. Then you can regale me with the finer details.
Yeah. Got it. So they're finally starting to deploy all of those fancy new armaments. Guess that explains why Marduk's here. They're helping get those assault frames field ready, right? It's been several years since the Empire's Panzer Soldats were first developed. but it's taken the Republic until now to make a similar weapon. Marduk and Vern have been working together, with our security division taking the lead on conducting training exercises at each location. The Navy's thinking about developing some with enhanced waterproofing too. And since Professor Cronkite here is one of the developers, he came along as a consultant. They can be used in naval combat? That's so cool. Cool isn't the word I'd use. It's freaking scary. The military's getting real strong real fast. I'd do anything to figure out what that president guy is up to. The country's arming itself to the teeth and I don't like it. At least it doesn't seem like it's trying to go the route the Empire did. Anyway, that Almada's legacy matter sounds fascinating. Whether it's connected to the unfolding conflicts in the city or not, I can't be certain. However, it likely bears some relation to your risk management AI's recent assessment, don't you think? Yes, I agree. Oh yeah, that's the thing Reset's employer uses, right? Correct. It's a high-performance AI system used for crisis management. We have it installed on the main terminal at Marduk HQ. It collates and consolidates data on people, geography, history, and economy. It calculates the danger levels of a targeted area or the threat levels of an entity or organization. Yep. It's basically the cornerstone of Marduk Total Security Company's main line of business. What's puzzling is the AI assigned Longport the Red Zone label, which is code for especially dicey. And get this, the reason it gave? Unknown. First the Martian garden hijacking, now this. Small wonder that the system admin's on pins and needles. I had assumed it was simply a bug in the program. But evidently Mr. Thorndyke didn't agree. Who? Oh yeah, I forgot about that slime ball. That's so. Guessing he sent you and Kasim's unit here to find out what's going on. Yes, that's right. And as luck would have it, you happened to arrive at the same time. I wish to assess the situation from a new perspective, so I applied for a transfer to Arkwright Solutions and it was readily approved. Gotcha. Well, it works out for us having you here. But what's the reason behind the danger assessment? The only thing I can think of is... At present, we have no intention of meddling in the affairs of this city. However, we may reassess our stance depending on the circumstances. Nothing that transpires here will impact me or my work, so I have no obligation to help you. That said, if you come to me with something that aligns with my interests, I will at the very least consider offering some advice. You got a stethoscope shoved up your ass, Doc? Okay, well if we end up needing you guys' help, I'll shoot you a message. Would you mind if we kept in touch during your stay, Mirabelle? That's what friends do, ain't it? Give me a ring anytime. Just don't slack off on your Martian guard and floor cleaning duties, alright? Understood.
Oh, Kasim, good luck with that training exercise. I'm gonna give it my all too.
As you should. Show us all what you gained from playing the role of the priestess at the New Year's festival.
Right.
Kasim cares about Ferry, he like me. He doesn't express emotions very well. Alright, I think we've learned all we can from just walking around the city. There are a lot of powerful people here, my brother included. There's also the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly, both of whom are maximum level threats. There must be some reason for them coming here now of all times. Perhaps it's related to the assessment provided by the risk management AI. Didn't they say they labeled Langport as a red zone? That's a little worrying, isn't it? But what's more worrying is that we aren't really any closer to finding the people who framed Fan and poisoned Gien. Not necessarily. Huh? What do you mean, not necessarily? The flower petal's a clue for starters. She said she picked it up at that high-class restaurant over in the second ward. I thought it looked familiar. We picked some flowers with this kind of petal during our last trip to Longport, right? Yep, and those flowers are spring lilies. They're used at mass and during funerals. It's a rare plant that can only be found offshore at the eroded cave. Oh yeah, we went there on our last trip. This petal's still fresh. Must have fallen off fairly recently. The only people who would have been at the restaurant in the last couple of days would have been the remnants of the Life family and the Lu family members charged with handling the aftermath. Ah. If we assume the petal stuck to either the clothes or the shoes of one of Heiwei's members, then that begs the question, why were they coming and going from the cave in the first place? Somehow I can't picture Fan and Gian strolling the eroded cave picking flowers, even forgetting the fact that they're out of action. Okay, I think we know our next move. Yeah, we've got to rent a boat in the first ward and head to the cave. There's no time to like the present. Let's go.
Okay. Next ship should be.
So that's Marduk.
We could go for some fishing.
Yay. Oh, there's so many battle ones. It's gonna take me forever to get to one. Tickles me pink getting to meet you all face to face. Shame it's not the whole crew though. Still, I've been looking forward to this ever since Rosette told me you'd be coming. It was something I had said in passing during one of our conversations. We enjoy partaking in a bit of chit-chat on occasion. It's nice that you get along so well. Mirabelle is technically my senior at the company, but she insists that we maintain a cheerful and friendly atmosphere with one another. That's right. In fact, that's exactly what I said on her very first day with us. You see, I provide a number of support functions as a concierge, and training the new hires is one of them. I figured, if we're going to be working together, we might as well enjoy each other's company, right? So the maid was a rookie at 1.2, huh? When did you first join up with Marduk anyway? That would have been about 4 years ago now. 4 years. And she was only assigned to me 3 years ago. That means Mirabelle's known her even longer than I have. Sid speaks real fondly of you all, so I'd been looking forward to meeting you myself. Seems like we'll be working together plenty more in the future though, so just let me know if you need anything, okay? This place has been designated as a red zone. As for why, ever since we arrived, I've been feeling a number of strange auras in the area. Although they do seem to be rather weak at the moment, in accordance with our mission parameters, we will remain on alert. At the beginning of the year, I was approached by Marduk to act as an advisor on this case. Ever since I left campus last year, most of my energy has been focused on a rather specific project. It's looking like it will be completed in only a short manner, however, so I decided I'd lend them a hand.
Well,
I could go for some fishing.
Oh, speaking of... Has somebody from Heiwei got arrested? That's gotta be a first. If the police start taking on the syndicate, how long before they start cracking down on us? Don't worry, the top brass haven't noticed a thing yet. The more you freak out about it, the likelier you are to be a suspect. Still, I've been seeing an awful lot of new faces around lately. We need to be more careful going forward. Don't want to fumble things, you know? We've got some ships in the harbour that are pretty different from our usual cargo vessels. They're a little too hoity-toity for me, though. Well, at least they passed freight inspection. You know, I won't have to deal with them anymore. Can we go into the warehouse? No.
Go, go, go!
Gotta go to that one guy.
Hello.
Stop by for a drink.
Where to next?
Do.
And you'll never guess what happened next.
What'll it be?
Trade.
Thank you.
Alright. Now we go to
All thanks to Aaron.
the hotel. Real quick. We buy. Now we can make the spicy couscous.
Got it. I'll try my hardest. I did a taste test first.
Yay.
Heading to the objective.
Alright, now we head into the restaurant for
Has
this
its charms too.
side quest.
Welcome to Laifu Fondian.
It is amazing.
I take it you're the one that put out the forest PG? Something about trouble with a cooking competition, was it? Ah, you were here yesterday. I didn't realize you were a Spriggan. I see you brought the prodigy along as well. It's nice to meet you, Aaron. Yeah, I just happened to work part-time for the guy. Anyway, I've heard a good bit about you too, Meishin. Word around town was that a really skilled lady took over this place 2 years ago. Even managed to brush off pressure from the Lai family. Really? That's so cool. And that's because my big sister's a Teiji Chushi. Oh, I've heard that's the highest rank a chef of Eastern cuisine can reach. Tian, you always make such a fuss over nothing. You know how I feel about all those big titles. Yeah, I actually think I've been here before. I remember there was an old man running the place back then. He told me his oldest daughter was in training over at the other restaurant in Kowloon Hotel. I'm guessing you're the daughter he was talking about? Your old man must be pretty proud. You know, there's some praise I do like to hear. Would you mind if we got back to the matter of my request, though? By all means. But I'll admit, this cooking competition doesn't sound like the kind of thing you'd need a Spriggan for. The Great Longport Cook-Off, right? All the restaurants in the area are free to participate. I've been to it a few times myself. I was actually planning on going to this year's competition too. With all the trouble around here lately, it'd be nice to have something to lift our spirits and take our minds off of things. There's another side to it too, though. The elders who support each restaurant use it as a competition to maintain their standing. As it stands now, the chef at Taoyuan restaurant, which is currently closed, has been invited. So is the new food truck in Newtown. Taoyuan restaurant. That's the place we were at when we fought the remnants of the Life family. I'm surprised to hear they'll be participating. It sounds so exciting, especially with so many people involved. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about it all. You see, the usual event space isn't available this time around, so they asked to hold it here instead. It was supposed to be at the Kowloon Hotel, however with all the issues that have cropped up recently, they decided to opt out of participating. And with me trying to get ready to enter the competition myself, I'm just about at my wit's end. I was hoping that maybe you could help me out a bit. Does that sound like something you could do? What do you think? Sure. It's an easy job. Alright, we'll take your case. Considering the whole deal with Heiwei, we're probably the best people for the job anyway. Ah, you're a lifesaver. Now I really have to put my all into this year's competition. Could you explain a bit more about what you'd like us to help you with? Of course. Well, firstly, with the Liu family's trading business having gone under, several places have been unable to stock enough imported ingredients. From what I've heard, Guihua Fandian and Horayan have been hit the worst. But Taoyuan restaurant and that food truck in Newtown have apparently been just fine. Actually, Mengxiao's food truck seems to be doing more than fine. I knew I could count on you, Tian. Thanks for looking into it for me. As for our place, I believe we have what we need for the time being. However, if at all possible, there is one thing I was hoping you might find for me. Oh, and what would that be? It's a slightly unusual type of Laojiu by the name of Tianfen Quan. The person who ran the brewery passed away a while ago, and they closed down not long after. It's become quite a collector's item. Not sure how many bottles of it are even left now, but I just know it would be perfect for the dish I'm planning to make. Got it. We'll see if we can manage it. Thank you. If it ends up costing anything, I'll take care of the fees, so please feel free to tell them to put it on my tab. And even if you can't find it, I can still make do, so try not to worry too much. Okay, you kind of made it sound like there were more issues than just not having enough ingredients though. Now it's a bit hard to explain, but it almost seems like there's someone trying to sabotage the competition. In fact, just this morning, I found some of the cooking wine in our pantry smashed to pieces. Wouldn't be surprised if Taoyuan's head chef was behind it all. Guess we'd better go see what the other participants have to say. That'll give us some insight into who done it. Should help us figure out the supply. Should also help us figure out the supply issues. I would really appreciate it. Please let me know if you find anything.
Okay, time to get to work.
Holy cow! This food is amazing.
So first we go over here.
What did I
Just
need
one
to
more
pick up next?
Hey, isn't that lady... Is she a friend of yours? Nah. But I've heard about her. I think she's a hostess over at Taoyuan restaurant. I get where you're going with this. Their head chef is supposed to be taking part in the cook-off. Let's go see if she knows something. Oh well, if it isn't a prodigy, and I take it you're the Spriggan. Should have figured that a hostess for a Life family restaurant would be in the know. So, what does the little boy from Lu want with me? Not really a little boy anymore, but whatever. We've just got a couple of questions we'd like to ask you. Yeah, I promise we're not looking for a fight with the little eye. We were just curious about the head chef at the restaurant you work for. We hear he got an invitation to the Great Longport Cook-Off. Ah, so that's what this is about. Yeah, Yonsu's been pretty excited about it. The restaurant may be closed for the moment, but it's blocked off an entire section of the kitchen to prepare for the event. Wow, he must be really fired up for it. Well, he takes a lot of pride in being a chef at one of Longport's finest establishments. He was feeling a bit let down by the closure, but this cook-off sure has lit a spark under him. While we're on the topic, do you happen to know if he's run into any issues while preparing for the competition? I don't recall hearing much of anything from him, really, no. The only thing I can say is that he's been feeling a lot of pressure lately because of everything that's happened with the Lai family. I see, that makes sense. We're just doing what we can to support the cook-off. So please tell him to give us a holler if he needs anything. Got it, I'll let him know. Thanks for the offer. Okay. Let's go to Newtown
Let's
now.
be on our way.
Bum, 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 bum.
That movie was kick-ass.
Actually, let's
Go, go, go!
head to... Well, if it isn't Van and Company, how can I help you? Meishin tells us you're going to be competing in the cooking competition. She wanted us to come check on you. That girl is such a sweetheart, always looking out for others. You could stand to learn a thing or two from her, Wuhan. Of course, dear. I'll be sure to do just that. Anyway, she said you guys were running a little low on some ingredients. Yeah, I was hoping to go with something a bit more expensive for my competing dish. I wanted to get my hands on some fresh red crab, but the seafood traders seem to be out right now. Red crab meat is used quite often in Eastern cuisine, isn't it? I hear it carries a high price tag because it can only be found in very few select locations. In the West, it's also known as carmine crab. Ah, that's a pretty fancy choice for a restaurant like yours. But I guess what you're saying is that due to the Liu family's trading being frozen, they're in low supply right now. Exactly. There are some other suppliers around here that we're friends with, but they're fresh out too. And to hear them tell it, someone came in and brought out their whole stock. Brought out the whole stock? Maybe that's what Meishin meant by sabotage. It's possible. In this case, I think we can help them out if we just find another way to get some crab. We'll look into the supply shortages on our end. If anything else comes up, let us know. Please let us know. Just try and focus on your cooking for the time being. Thank you for your help. It really means a lot to us.
Time to depart.
Boom, boom.
I can't help but worry about the goings-on here.
Step right up, everyone. Don't be shy. Come and taste the next generation of Eastern cuisine. I've prepared plenty, so come get as many as you like. No matter how many I eat, I never get tired of that flavor. I could have this stuff for every meal, right? It's almost like I find something new to enjoy with every bite. I was licking my lips at the thought of a new dish, but I never thought it'd be this delicious. I just can't stop eating them. This stuff might be even better than palatial duck. Looks like business is booming. This must be the new food truck Meishin mentioned. Just looking at it's making me hungry. Since we're here and all, do you think maybe we could grab some too? To be honest, I've been wanting to try them myself. Sure, I don't see why not. Seems like they're not hurting for ingredients though. Maybe they'll have some info for us. And so Van and the others moved to the back of the line to patiently wait their turn. Luckily, they had avoided coming during the lunch rush. The group had only had to wait about 10 minutes before finding themselves at the counter. Welcome, what can I get you today? We take great pride in everything we serve. I'm not too familiar with this new Eastern cuisine actually. Got any recommendations? Let's see, our most popular dish right now is our Millennium Duck. We use traditional palatial duck as the inspiration for our recipe. But prepping duck takes a lot of work, and it can get pretty expensive, right? So after years of hard work and research, we've come up with something even tastier than the original, and without having to break the bank. No, I've had real palatial duck over at the Kowloon Hotel's restaurant before. This sounds like it could be pretty great if it actually holds up. Palatial duck. The name makes it sound so expensive. It's nice that we get to try something like that on the cheap. At first I thought it was some form of Eastern crepe, but it seems to be a stuffed lao bing that's been folded like a taco. Given how simple it is to eat on the go, I can see why it would be so popular. Guess that's part of what makes it taste so good. Okay, we'll take one each then. Thank you for your business. Enjoy. Van and the others received their orders of Menchiao's Millennium Duck. By the way, I heard that you're going to be taking part in that cook-off that's coming up. A friend asked us to help out with it a bit. Think you can use our assistance? I see. That's awfully kind of you, but no, I can't really think of anything at the moment. Oh, and I'm sorry, but it looks like I've got other customers waiting. Would you mind stepping to the side? Ah, sure, sorry about that. We'll get out of your hair for now. Oh, this stuff is really good. Well, this stuff really is good. The meat's so tender too. I'm surprised these prices are so low. Even the skin's all nice and crispy. Really gives off that authentic palatial duck texture. Yes, the spices he used give it a very distinct flavour. Certainly leaves you wanting more. What's the matter, small fry? Don't care for it? No, it's not that. It's definitely tasty. I don't know how to put it really. Oh, don't mind me. I think the herbs he used just don't agree with my stomach, that's all. That's odd. Based on where Ferry's from, she should handle interesting herbs and spices.
My, this is positively delectable.
Oh, Mr. Arkwright, what brings you to our humble establishment today? We heard you were planning to participate in the Great Longport Cook-Off. Nishin asked us if we wouldn't mind helping you out. Ah, I see. Always so selfless, that one. I'm a little surprised that you guys are going to be taking part, though. Seems like the different houses in Hayway have a bit of a stake in this whole thing. Well, you do make a fair point. But we didn't want to let Meishin down after she's put so much effort into putting on the event. She really has a way with people, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. She seems to do a lot for the community. Anyway, she mentioned that you guys are having trouble getting your hands on certain ingredients. Yeah, I suppose that about sums up the situation. I'm trying to figure out if we can make substitutes, but we haven't been able to obtain any Jade Dragon's Eye. I'm afraid I haven't heard of that ingredient before. Alright, my apologies. Jade Dragon's Eye is a top brand of longan fruit. It's extremely high quality. It's also exactly what we need to have a fighting chance in the competition. I know longan fruit. That's the stuff they always put in Eastern medicine. All you need is some high quality longan and then easy. If it's used in medicine, then maybe there's a stock of them reserved for medical use somewhere. Perhaps they might even have some of a higher quality that they'd be willing to share. Seems pretty straightforward. I'll go check with somebody who might have some medical supplies stashed away. By the way, Kwano, have you had any other issues lately? Like somebody doing anything to mess with your food or something? Now that you mention it, we have, yeah. Although it was rather minor, all things said and done. This morning, I found that some of our plumbing out back was damaged. There was water everywhere. We had someone come out and fix it right away, so it wasn't a complete disaster, thankfully. But we just had new plumbing put in last year. Feels like someone did it intentionally. Yeah, that does sound pretty fishy. Might just be a coincidence, but it's still worth the suspicion, I think. We can look into that more on our side, though. For now, just focus on keeping your customers fed. Thanks for all your help. I'll go ahead and get back onto work then. Be seeing you. Alright. Seems like we've got a handle on how all the participants are doing now. And out of 5 restaurants, 3 of them seem to be dealing with interference from somebody. But we still can't say for sure that it's a rival business that did it. Guihua, Fandian, and Horayan seem to be the only 2 that were lacking ingredients. Although Miss Meishin did ask us to obtain a bottle of Laoju as well. Old Man Wuhan wanted some red crab. Pretty sure I've seen crabs like that over in the Second Ward's waterways. There were fat, juicy looking ones too. They ought to be good enough. I think I last spotted them over by the cigar shop. In that case, let's head over and see if we can catch one real quick. I know they're supposed to be rare, but we should be able to find a few with shard search. For those jade dragon eyes, we'll probably have to rely on someone with medical supplies. Might I suggest Lonkai Clinic or the nearby temple? They are both known to mix herbal remedies. One or the other should suffice, I would think. That just leaves the Laoju for that Meishin was asking for. I'm not positive, but I know a guy who might be able to get his hands on some. Anyway, let's get out there, find what we can, and keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Tamam. Oh. To the first ward first.
Time to depart.
First.
Guess I can stop by for a drink.
Where's your next?
Hello.
And you'll never guess what happened next.
Hey, Jigen. Mind if I ask you for a little favor? Of course. What's going on this time, Van? Looking into some kind of antique? Sort of. Actually, it's got something to do with your hobby. You've always had a thing for vintage wines, right? Oh, I get it now. Guess it wouldn't be too surprising for him to have a bottle lying around. We're looking for Tianfen Quan. It's from a brewery that closed down a while back. You know it? Whoa, hold on there. That's what you're looking for? You're kidding. So you do have it? Well, it wouldn't do me any good to lie about it. Yeah, I've actually got 3 bottles. The only thing is, I bought them for myself. Wasn't exactly planning on selling them off. Oh, come on, man. If you've got 3, why not suck it up and sell us 1? Didn't buy 3 because I was planning to sell any. 1 was to drink, 1 was to keep in storage, and the last one was just spreading the good word. I'm gonna be real with you here for a minute. I love cake, but even I don't buy extra for storing and personalizing. Be honest, man. If you knew they wouldn't go bad, you totally would. Anyway, Van's not denying it though. If you've got 1 for spreading the word, then this seems like a pretty good opportunity, don't you think? Come on, share the love, buddy. What do you mean? See, the Great Langport Cook-Off is coming up, and Meishin wants that wine to use for her entry. If she wins using your spare Tianfen Quan, there might be a whole new run on the stuff. That's true. If there's enough good publicity, maybe someone might consider investing in rebuilding the brewery. I see. I hadn't thought of it that way. Alright, you lot have convinced me. But I'm still a businessman. I insist on being paid appropriately for it. Meishin already gave us the okay to put it on her tab, so just charge it to her, okay? Sounds good. Give Meishin my best. It'll be worth it if I get some good buzz for my store. Well, that part's out of our hands. Thanks for the bottle, though. Yay. Alright. Next, to the temple.
Heavenly Mother, please watch over us.
Oh, hello, Aaron. And I believe I've seen the rest of you around before as well. Something the matter? See, we know a guy that's looking for a type of long-gun fruit called Jade Dragon's Eye. We know they can be pretty rare, but we were hoping you might be willing to share a few with us, if you have any, that is. Jade Dragon's Eye, you say? Well, yes, we actually do have a few of those. They're quite useful for the church's medicinal mixtures, so we make sure to procure some periodically. Although I hear that supply chain disruptions have been making it difficult to get a hold of them. Yeah, that's why we ended up coming to you for help. Apparently, Horayan in Newtown won't be able to make their dish for the big cook-off without them. Oh, I had no idea. Well, in that case, let me provide you with as many as you need. That was easy. So these are Jade Dragon's Eyes? They're a lot bigger and smoother than your typical longan fruit. You sure you're okay with giving us this many, though? Considering recent events, I would like to do my part to ease everyone's spirits as much as possible. We're extremely grateful for your assistance, sir. I am curious, though. All have been recruited to help with the contest, yes? Yeah, that's right. Is there something else you think we should know about? Well, it's just that there's this young man named Ming Xiao. This will be his first time competing in the cook-off. However, I'm a bit concerned by the throngs of people that suddenly seem so wound up over his food. I mean, when something's that popular, you're bound to have some people who go completely nuts over it. Indeed. In fact, a very passionate fan recommended that I try the dish as well, so I went to go and sample some. But when I arrived, I was informed that they had only just sold out. I still have yet to try one. Dang, that's some unfortunate timing. Still, I'm surprised they'd run out so suddenly. Ming Xiao made it sound like he had plenty when we were there. In any case, we've been asked to deal with any problems that might crop up during the cook-off. We'll do everything in our power to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible. So try to relax and enjoy yourself. I will. And please, let me know if you need help with anything else in the meantime.
Heavenly Mother.
Platter launched.
No. I think that's the place.
What are we waiting for?
What a nice bath.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Just
What
one
did I
more,
need
please.
to pick
Just
up
one more.
next?
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Let's
Come
catch
on.
a crab.
Wow, get a load of this rare fish.
That's a big crab. Caught a red crab. Looks like we got ourselves a big one. Not sure what Wuhan's planning to make with it, but he shouldn't have any complaints about a crab this big. Suppose we should move on to the next item then. Did you hear about what happened with Yonsu over at Taoyuan restaurant? Sure did. Guess he's going to be competing in the cook-off after all. Seems like trouble follows that guy everywhere he goes. Yeah, all that business with the Life family already had him in a real tizzy. You know just how weird he can be. For somebody so hard to please, he sure is awkward. Maybe that's what makes his food so good though. Alright, looks like we've got everyone's missing ingredients. We had a few interesting tidbits of info along the way too. We should probably deliver the ingredients to each of the shops and then head back to Meishin's place. We even got the Laoziu that she was after. We should get it back to her soon, so she has time to prep her dish. Van and the others delivered the ingredients to Gui, Hua, Vandian, and Horion. After that, they returned to Meishin and told her about everything they learned. I'm so glad I put out that request. I feel much better about putting on the cook-off now. It's all part of the job. There is still some time left before the event is scheduled to start, by the way. I'm sure you must be tired. So you're more than welcome to rest here before we begin. Not a bad idea. Alright. Let's go. Alright, we'll take you up on that. Can't hurt to decompress a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your Laojiu. That's the Tianfen Quen. Can't believe you managed to find some. Well, I had a few connections. He wasn't able to give it to me for free though, so I hope you don't mind that I asked him to send the bill your way. Not at all. This will be just what my dish needs. You hyped it up so much, I'm sure it won't disappoint. Sounds like we've got plenty to look forward to at least. Anyway, let's wait here until it's time for the event to start. Looks like the participants are filing in. And are those the judges? Yeah, with Mission on both hosting duty and participating, they had to call in some impartial third-party judges. Usually the judges are non-participating shop owners, folks from the Chamber of Commerce, you know, stuffy people like that. Gulp. I guess it's time for the battle to begin. Yeah, there's still a bit before they get started though. I'm actually going to step away for a minute. I might not be back in time for the opening ceremony, but you guys have a good time without me. Huh? I thought you wanted to make sure the competition went smoothly. But I was so excited for us all to watch together. It's no big deal. Just something I wanted to look into real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can. Wonder what's wrong. Yeah, it's not like it's the first time he's gone off on his own. I'm sure he'll be fine. Well, it's unfortunate that we were unable to hold the competition at the Kowloon Hotel as planned. It is Laifu Fandian's sincere pleasure to host this year's Great Langport Cook-Off. I'm sure you all must have a lot on your minds given everything that's happened in Langport recently. Van sure is taking his time. I know he said he might not make it back for the opening ceremony, but hey, you see that guy in the end over there? Isn't that the head chef from Taoyuan? Yeah, he looks kinda grouchy. I'm surprised they'd sent him an invitation given the situation. Maybe that's what Van's looking into right now. But we can worry about that later. Looks like the show's about to get started. Alright, our first contestant is Wuhan from Guihua Fandian, a beloved shop stop in the eastern quarter for travelers and locals alike. Oh, red crab dish, huh? That's quite an expensive ingredient for a place like Guihua. Well, I thought it might be good to go all out for a change. It's a fairly standard Langport style steamed crab dish. Given the quality of the ingredients, I hope you find it to your liking. This is making me hungry. He did a really good job with that red crab. I guess old man Wuhan is capable of some pretty fancy stuff when he puts his mind to it. My, that was quite excellent. You can really taste how fresh the crab is. Still, as excellent as the ingredients may be, I think it's lacking a little something. Yes. If only I had something extra to draw out all the flavors. For my dish, I have prepared a stew containing assorted seafood from along the eastern coastline. I call it Foti Aldan. The dried goods work together to create a multifaceted soup stock with harmonious flavor. Oh, I've heard of this soup. I am told it's exquisite. Impressive. That certainly seems like a dish worthy of Horion. Yeah, their food draws from elements of Lionel's cuisine and other Far Eastern places. You can tell a lot of care went into making it. While I usually prefer my food Langport style, I do get in the mood for stuff like that every now and again. This is fantastic work. Exactly what I'd expect of Horion. There's a bitterness and odor to it not unlike some herbs used in Eastern medicine. But the way it's blended together in terms of taste and aroma are top class. The most impressive thing is this longan fruit. This is Jade Dragon's Eye, isn't it? It provides an excellent accent to the flavor. Looks like you're next, Yonsu. I know a lot has happened recently, but I trust you've been doing alright since then? For the most part, yes. Today I have prepared abalones in a thick glaze. The glaze itself is made from dried shark's fin and edible bird's nest. I commend you for using such high quality seafood. I should have expected nothing less from the head chef of such a refined establishment. That's the Life Family's restaurant for you. Just rich enough to have bad taste. Seems as though the judges are responding quite favorably to it though. That was excellent. Abalones. I barely ever touch seafood. And when I do touch seafood, it's usually in the form of fried fish. That was excellent. You certainly made the most out of those. You certainly made the most of those ingredients. Yes, I agree. It feels like a very tried and true approach. Next up, we have my sister. For today's competition, I've prepared a unique free-range chicken dish called bashunji. I'm especially proud of this one. It's chicken steamed with carefully selected wine and spices that help bring out a lovely aroma. I've heard much about you, Meishi. I'm impressed that you've earned the rank of TG Chushi at such a young age. I'm looking forward to seeing the skills you developed from your days back at the Kowloon Hotel. It's finally Meishing's turn, but Van's still not back yet. Yeah, he should have been at least back. He should have been at least been here for her presentation. Especially considering she's using the Laojiu we obtained for her. Oh my, this is fantastic! The various fragrances combined with such a delicate taste, and all while preserving the delicious flavor of the chicken itself. It's marvelous work. That's certainly not all. I can tell there's something special about the wine you simmered the chicken in. It takes the bird's light flavors and colors it with spices, resulting in a superb balance. Finding the right wine to produce such a near-perfect dish must have been next to impossible. Yes, I was confident that it would all come together if I used Tianfen Quan, that famous wine? I see. Now I understand why the taste was so familiar. It makes it all the more regrettable that the brewery closed down some time ago. Yes, I would love to see it make a resurgence someday. Great job, sis. For my first cook-off, I'll be entering my renowned Millennium Duck. The seasoning is sure to hook even the most discerning palate. Oh, so this is the dish that's been so popular lately. Let's give it a taste then. It's hard to describe, but it's completely captivating. With this flavor and aroma. It's like I can't stop myself. I've never had anything like it. It's drugs. This is the first time I've ever experienced anything like this. How did you prepare such a delightful concoction? Let's just say I put a lot of work into my secret ingredient. I feel completely blindsided. That must be even better than I heard. Just wonder. No way. I mean, his food was good and everything. But don't you think they're exaggerating? It sounds like the winner's been decided already. I'm surprised he managed to reel in all 3 judges. Hold on a minute. Ah, damn it. Looks like I'm too late. Damn right you are. Where you been, man? The cook-off's almost over. Wait, why's Doc Lonkai with you? I told you I had to look into something, didn't I? It just took a little longer than expected. Look, I hate to do this in the middle of such a big event, but there's a problem with Ming Xiao's cooking. Not only are you interrupting the competition, but now you're trying to slander me? It ain't slander. I kept some of the food we bought from you in some containers. I had Dr. Lonkai examine some of it for me. And boy, that sure is one hell of a secret ingredient you got there. Indeed. One of the so-called spices we found in his Millennium Duck is Luogekao. My medicinal herb compendium lists it as a hallucinogen, one with pleasurable but addictive side effects. These days, it's considered to be quite the rarity. I'm curious how you managed to come upon so much of it. Too late. Go back. You fed us something that dangerous? What should we do? Are we going to be okay? Fortunately, it's not so toxic as to directly affect the body unless routinely ingested. It can be counteracted through treatment from most practitioners of Eastern medicine, including myself. There's no need for panic. But the fact remains that this guy deceived everyone into eating his drugged food. That explains why I felt so weird when I tried it earlier. You bastard. You had to go and pull something like this on top of all the other crap we've been dealing with from Haley. How horrible. You're a disgrace to all chefs. No, you don't even deserve to carry that title. how did he manage to supply himself with so much of a rare herb? His prices were rather low too. That's right. How would I have ever gotten my hands on the stuff in the first place? If you only tested one batch, then who's to say somebody didn't plant it there just to make me look bad? True, I guess it would be pretty difficult for you to gather a stock of something so uncommon. If you were working alone, that is. But what if someone with access to it was working behind the scenes to help you out? See, somebody's been sabotaging the other businesses, and the only places unaffected were your food truck and Taoyuan restaurant. But compared to you, Taoyuan doesn't have much of a motive. You see, practically everyone in Longport's got their eye on the Life family right now. Something like this would be the final nail in their coffin. But you, on the other hand, had the perfect motive for getting your hands on those herbs, and for finding someone to get them for you. Yeah, to make sure his collaborator wouldn't lose face, he had to be sure that he'd win. That's why he started messing with the other restaurants. That about sum it up, Mengxiao? I don't know what you're talking about. You're just out to get me. I'd never vandalize Hurayan or Life of Fandian. That's odd. I didn't say anything about anyone being vandalized. You sure seem awfully knowledgeable about it, though. Just give yourself up already. There's no getting out of it now. With this much evidence, we won't even need to get Heiwei involved. Care to tell us about how you procured those herbs? Gah, looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever going to explain this to him? Yay! After Van's confrontation, both bracers and police officers arrived on the scene to escort Mengxiao away. With his disqualification, the judges at the Great Longport Cook-Off took a moment to reconvene. Well, in spite of that little incident, the judges have now concluded their deliberation. Do we have a verdict on the winner? We do. The dish that shone best and brightest among all those we sampled this evening was that of Life of Fandian's very own Meixing. Really? I'm honored. Way to go, Meixing. In the end, we decided it was your use of the Lao Jiu that truly won us over. Thank you so much. I promise to keep aiming for even greater heights. That's what my father would have wanted. Who'd have thought that wine would end up being the deciding factor? I guess it was worth the effort after all. As Mengxiao's misdeeds were revealed, albeit in a rather unexpected manner, the cooking competition came to a close. The participants, having learned a few new things about their cooking, headed back to their respective businesses. Thank you again for all your help with this year's cook-off. Although, I feel like the only reason I won was because you were able to find me that Tian Fen Kuang. Nah, that was just the last little push to put you over the edge. Even without the wine, you've been getting nothing but rave reviews. Your skill's the real deal. Be that as it may. It was only because of you that Mengxiao was exposed for what he really is. Yeah, and Doc Longkai said it's a good thing you stopped him when you did. You caught it right before his regular customers would have started getting sick from the stuff. They said they should be fine if they can go without it for about a week. I'm just surprised you even noticed something was off. I definitely thought it was odd how strongly people were reacting to his food, but I never imagined. Yeah, that was part of it. But the thing that really tipped me off was the fact that he was avoiding serving people with a knowledge of medicine. Remember what Father Hoseng said over at the temple told us? Hoseng over at the temple told us? He said that he went to give the dish a try and they told him they were fresh out. Yet when we were there, he made it seem like he had more than enough to go around. He didn't seem the least bit worried about meeting demand. It felt like a pretty unlikely coincidence to me, so I figured I should look into it. Yeah, the timing on that was just a little too perfect. By the way, you mentioned that drug he was using is pretty rare. Ever figure out how he got the stuff? I accessed our databases, but I haven't been able to determine a possible access channel. According to the police, even Mengxiao didn't know much about his collaborator's origin. So in other words, he was probably being used. And that's 3 for 3. The only question is, what would somebody have to gain from having a cook feed hallucinogens to the general public? You said it. The only thing I can think of is that they were using it as some sort of test. Maybe it was to see how far they could push the law while still keeping under the radar. Ugh, looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever going to explain this to him? Van? Ah, sorry, I was just thinking. Anyway, I think that ought to take care of your request for now. We've got other business to attend to, so we'll catch you later. Of course, I'm so glad I turned to you for help. Please, feel free to stop by any time.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Yay. Got a little more lawful.
Welcome to Laifu Fondian. What can I get for you?
We buy one of these.
Thanks a bunch.
Alright. We've done everything now.
Let's be on our way.
Now we head to the eroded cave.
Stop by for a drink.
It's all thanks to Aaron.
That's where we gotta go next, according to the story. Talk to the boy over here. Should I head for the eroded cave now? I'm not sure what I'll run into there. Wouldn't hurt to do a little equipment check before going. We've seen everything, we've done everything. Van bargained with the ferryman and rented a small boat. Then they set a course for the eroded cave. There's...
Seriously?
Go
You found
Licks.
us out already? Well, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I've got zero interest in this stupid gig, but since Ix clearly does, I'll go along with it.
Dum, 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 dum. March 6th, 3:35 p.m. What the hell? This place is unrecognizable from last time. I mean, what's with all this red mist? They stopped the tours here, right? Something fishy going on here. No kidding. Like I said earlier, we've always run tours regardless of the season. They haven't done a single one since the Lunar New Year. I actually looked into this after our conversation with Shizuna. The reason behind the suspension of the tour was undisclosed, but despite this, there have been virtually no inquiries or complaints filed. In fact, people's memory of this particular tour seems to be rather hazy and unclear. Now that you mention it, I didn't think anything was off about it before today. The ferryman also didn't seem to think anything was up. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Aha. Good catch. Guess my feeling from earlier was right on the nose. Seems like there's a good number of those things in the area. I see more on this rock too. These look like Eastern talismans. Well, I'm no expert on the subject. But I think this one's the type that screws with people's thoughts and perceptions. With this talisman barrier here, people's awareness of the area is going to be on the fritz. Is that right? The culprit must have put them up so people wouldn't figure out they were hiding here. Seems like the range covers the whole cave. Yes, I believe that's correct. However, I find it difficult to believe these talismans can create such a large-scale cognitive obfuscation. Yeah, no way. Especially not with the long stretch of blue between here and Longport. Wonder how they pulled it off then. Ah, seriously? It's reacting here? Guess I have my answer. That's the 8th Genesis piece you discovered in Nesseldom, yes? Could that mean the next piece is somewhere in this cave? Wouldn't shock me. I'll bet they're using it as an amplifier for the talismans. That's what this thing was used for in Nesseldom, even if it was for something different. Ah yeah, you said that some brat had it, right? I wouldn't call him just some brat. He held his own against Van and 4 others, and 2 of them were those stupidly powerful Dominions. In any case, the fact that the talisman and the Genesis are linked works to our benefit. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That said, we'll need to tread carefully. This place is bound to be more dangerous than it was before.
Well, well, you actually made it.
Sim?
Qasim?
So, you got here before us, huh?
Marduk sniffed this place out too, huh? You guys are on the ball as always. We only just arrived a few moments ago. Our AI program marked the eroded cave as extremely dangerous. It was assigned the label Terminal Zone, the highest threat level an area can receive. Therefore, I will be accompanying you.
What?
For real? So we will be joining you on one of Marduk's risk assessment missions?
I know we're kinda springing this on you out of nowhere, but bear with us. If you want my opinion, I think the chief could have handled this himself. But Mr. Thorndyke thought the situation sounded too dangerous, so he wanted me to ask you guys to help out.
Damn.
Yay.
He thinks this is too dangerous for Qasim?
That's...
That goes to show we cannot take this situation lightly.
We sure can't. Don't know all the details, but it sounds like this job's gonna be a doozy. Alrighty then. You ready to get this thing started, Security Chief Qasim? I, Mirabelle Alton, have got your back. If you need anything from me, just give me a ring, okay?
Understood, Miss Alden. Now, let's begin the risk assessment mission. Well, this sure is a twist. Won't complain about having a badass like you on the team, though. Glad we're fighting side by side for once. Sure beats trading blows with ya. May our temporary alliance prove fruitful. Now's your chance to show me how much you've improved, Van. Farida.
I won't disappoint you.
Yeah. I got the big brother. Fishies? No fishies here? No fishies. Fishies?
Let's go.
Alright, there's 1, 2...
Come on.
Let's try and get the A rank fish here.
Now.
So...
Yay, I caught one.
Yay. Oh, it's only a B rank.
Come on. Now. That's a big catch.
There we go. Ooh. Can I get the hazelfish from here? No,
That's a big catch.
that's the snow crab.
Indeed.
Come on. Now.
Dang it.
That's a big catch.
Don't want that.
Right.
Come on.
I can get the hazelfish. That's the red perch.
Come on.
Alright, let's try again.
That's a big catch.
Dang it.
Come on. That's a big catch. Very well.
Dang it.
Well. Come on.
It's catch the fishy.
So
That's a big catch.
There are so many damn crabs.
Very well. Come on.
Just want the hazelfish. I want to get the Aaron hazelfish. There we go.
That's a big catch.
Alright, now we can try and catch
Come on.
that fish. Dang it.
Yay, I caught one.
Quicksilver carp. Not the one I want.
Come
So
on.
just gotta hope that the rarest fish appears. There it is.
Yay, I caught one.
Blue marlin. Alright. That's it. I've caught all that. We've caught 17 of the fish.
So
Cover.
So soothing.
Let's get to work.
Your turn to attack right.
And there we go.
Combat finished. Gathering data.
Let's get to work.
Your turn to attack right. Boost gauge fully replenished.
Right there.
Yeah,
Good work,
casino.
guys. We all in one piece?
What the hell are you?
those freaky monsters are coming out in droves.
Seems like they're being drawn here by the world beneath. Source is 400 yards ahead.
Why are your measurements more accurate than mine? Always do that. Well, there you have it, folks. Stay on your toes, you guys.
Understood. You'll be on pillar. Careful. That's above an A-level threat. I'll be watching your performance.
Boom. I'll do this.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Up to you, Reset.
Mr. Way!
Activating skill.
Have some more. Barry, now!
There.
Very good. He uses S-Craft.
Now it's my turn.
And we do
Boost
that.
gauge limit broken.
There.
And there we go.
That went better than I anticipated.
Putting the rest of us to shame, Reset.
Okay, Blood Monad and the Hell Snail.
Looks like a chest.
Beginning countdown. Don't forget about your target. Engaging sharp strike.
Boom.
Sucker!
It's over yet. Activating skill. Huh? Aaron.
Balls in your court.
skill.
There.
Very nice.
That's what you get.
You're on fire, Aaron.
Maintenance mode activated.
Alright, do that.
Looks like
Can
a
do
new
that.
shard skill, huh?
Boost gauge level maximum.
Get to work.
Don't forget about your target.
Whale on. Take this.
Enemy suppressed.
Beautiful. Alright,
Looks like a
just
chest.
whole bunch of Sepith. That's great.
Get to work.
Don't forget about your target.
Not done yet.
Combat finished.
Very
Gathering
good.
data.
Okay, so we can't go that way. So we gotta go this way.
Get to work.
Right there. That's right. Victory's in reach. Engaging sharp strike.
Activating skill.
Follow my lead.
Yeah. Alright. And that was a Harrymander.
That went better than I anticipated.
Always got it
Bet I
down.
can catch a
Reset.
big one here.
That's
Get to work.
Don't forget about your charge. Engaging sharp strike. Follow my lead.
Got
and do this.
Mr. Alpha yet.
Do that.
It's go time!
Here's the extra. Perfect chance.
Gotcha!
Reset.
And we do this, finish the fight.
Boost gauge
And
limiter removed.
there we go.
Battle complete. We did exemplary work.
Putting the rest of us to shame. That.
Alright, we'll ignore them for now, and we'll head down this way.
Be careful. That thing looks mean. Don't forget about your charge.
What do you say we rough him up a little?
If you please.
Boom.
Activating skill.
Don't stop now, fan.
Now.
Here goes.
Do that.
Limiter unlocked.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
We're about to level up. Alright. Let's...
I'm just getting warmed up.
Let's eat
That
the
looks pretty
snack.
filling.
Everybody got 250 more hit points.
Combat finished. Nice job.
Alrighty.
Activating skill.
You're open. Here's my chance.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra.
And there we go.
Battle complete. We did exemplary work.
Always got it down, Reset.
Right there.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Boom.
Your turn now.
Do that.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Very nice.
Nice. That went great. Good results.
Gotcha!
Got him.
Here's my chance.
There.
Activating skill.
Now. Be gone.
Battle complete. We did exemplary work.
Always got it down, Reset.
Looks like some good loot. Let's get to work.
Your turret truck's ready.
Boom. And we killed that one.
Activating skill.
There. Strike.
Now.
It's go time!
You're open.
And there we go.
Oh, I could do better.
Ooh.
I'm stronger than ever.
Reset got a new
That's how
skill.
it goes.
Reset finally got her new move.
I'll be watching your performance. Your turn attack's ready.
Do that.
Truth gauge limiter removed.
2 death blows.
That went better than I anticipated.
Great work, Reset. You're tough as nails as always, Qasim.
Still can't believe you're able to wield that overgrown hunk of steel. Make it look so easy.
One's choice of weapon matters little, so long as it brings out your full potential. You would do well to reflect how to draw out the potential that lies dormant within you.
Good. There we go.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
You're on fire, Aaron.
Let's get to work.
Your turn attack's ready.
This is it. Close in and kick some ass.
Do that.
Aaron.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Not half bad, Aaron.
HP 2.
Beginning combat. Right there. Your turn attack's ready. Boost gauge fully replenished.
Right there.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Let's go.
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
Someone's fired up. Hey, Farida.
Right there.
Enemy stunned. Now's the time to deploy
Boom.
charges.
Your turn now.
Boom.
It's go time.
Sucker!
Perfect chance.
We did this.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Reset. You're open. Mr. Archive. There.
Good.
Nice! That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright? Boost gauge fully replenished.
Dang it.
Combat
Here
finished.
goes.
Switching back over the van.
Getting engagement. Brace yourself. Don't forget about your cabinetries in reach.
Bam.
Battle complete. We did exemplary work.
You fought great, Reset.
Okay, we can't go that way.
Get to work.
Forget about your charges.
Combat.
Very nice.
Nice job.
Now is the time of drawing.
Boom.
Too slow.
There. Activating skill.
Too slow.
it count, Aaron. Take that, you ass!
And there we go.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
Oh, hell no.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough. Get to work.
Your turn to touch ready. Right there. Right there. Pull it together and touch it. Fire! Blitzed! You'll lightning quick!
Boom.
Action skill, huh? I need help!
Bam. Phoenix stance.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Activating skill! Here's some extra!
Up to you, Reset.
There is a chance of death blows, so
Perfect chance! Yeah! Here goes! Blade!
boom.
Gauge limit broken.
Too slow. You'll pay for that.
Activating skill! Here's some extra!
Up to you, Reset.
Clone?
Alright! Loading complete!
I have 2 resets now.
Don't screw with me.
Activating skill. There.
Ball's in your court.
Enemy down.
Gotcha.
Target lock! Yeah! I won't give up! Action skill. Ha! There! I won't hold back!
Reset. Take
Prepare
over.
yourself!
There we go.
What's going on? I'm okay? The connection is being disrupted.
Here goes.
Perhaps it's because we are approaching the barrier center.
Guess that means it's no normal talisman. Stay alert, everyone.
Pulverize you in
Roger
one
that.
go. Who do you think you're talking to?
Snooze, you lose.
Boom.
Too slow.
Got it.
Treasure located.
You picked the wrong guy to fight. Good results, Van.
Yeah, we got a Zeran powder.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Alrighty.
Bet we can rest there. Whew, that hits the spot.
Access the Gotham. We'll do the Mystic Cube analysis.
Looks like you've gathered some tokens, huh? Here I go. Beginner analysis. Target and
Analyze.
Target and on to the next. Target on to the next. There you have target and not done yet. Target and not done yet. You'll need some more tokens. Pretty darn good.
Yay. Alright, return. Can't upgrade that yet. So, we'll
It's
upgrade
gonna
that.
be even stronger.
Okay, Mystic Vision cannot be upgraded. Good to know.
Skill performance upgraded.
I'll be even more precise.
And that can't be upgraded yet. And Elaine is still under level 20 something.
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered. We've got the good stuff.
Fairy's Hood.
Thanks a bundle. We've got the good stuff.
Alright. Buy that.
Thanks a bundle. We've got the good stuff.
Custom. Start opening errands.
Maintenance mode activated. Looks like a new shard skill, huh?
Give you Executioner. What fire ones can... What's a good fire one? They're not really... I don't really defend. Maybe I can try to build... Guardian is doable, but I think I can get an Avenging Arrow out.
That's a single element slot. Skill loadout updated.
So to get Avenging Arrow, I need Wind and Time on this tree. So, what wind can I use? None. I can give you a second one of these. This one.
Maintenance mode engaged. That one's a single element slot. Looks like a new shard skill.
That will give us Arc Feather.
Looks like a new shard skill.
Oh. That's...
Don't worry. Citrus maintenance mode engaged. That one's a single element. Looks like a new shard skill. Shard skills updated. Maintenance mode. Don't worry. Citrus got your back. New skill added.
Man.
Skills altered.
A little bit short.
Adjusting.
Switch. Don't maintenance.
Modify. Maintenance mode activated. Skill loadout updated.
Let's give you that. And why not one of these for now? So I've got nothing better.
Maintenance mode engaged. Shard skills updated. Shard skills updated.
Meteoric gravity.
Arsenal modified.
equip that one as well. And that. You grab Earthguard and Tia. Sparkage.
Don't worry, Citri's got your back. Skills altered. Skills altered.
Do that.
Maintenance mode engaged. Don't worry.
Adjusting orbment.
Appreciate your business. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Okay, nothing new there. No. Nothing good. Nothing useful there.
Appreciate your business.
Do that.
All charged and ready to go.
Alright, now we heal up again. Just
that
to make
hits the
sure.
spot.
And then up we go. Hey, look what we have here. Another batch of Hayway trash. Huh? What's Aaron Way doing here? And the Spriggan is accompanying him. How did they find this place? There's a bunch of talismans on that rock over there. This must be the center of the barrier. More importantly, there lies another Genesis fragment. Ah, I see now. This case must bear relation to the Crimson Beast that appeared in the capital, and possibly to you as well. Figured you'd connect the dots sooner or later. What the? Isn't that guy from Marduk? Why's a PMC sticking their nose in our business? Careful. Why family Shang show at 12 o'clock? I thought we had taken care of them yesterday. So the remnants of the Lai family actually went and joined up with the Lu family traders. Isn't that something? What? The remnants that caused the uprising only made a small portion of the Lai family. The rest were kept under the Lu family's thumb until they could figure out which of the other families to place them with. But in reality, they were only pretending to behave themselves. You were all just biding your time. Until you could bare your fangs and sink them into Gian and Fan. Ah, and the truth comes to light. I'll give you guys this. You've got balls of steel. But you picked a fight with the wrong family. My family. And that's the last mistake you're ever going to make. How dare you talk to us like that? You aren't even a real member of Hayway.
Stand down. If you were only up against those feeble children, you would have stood a chance. But you're no match for the Hamsin.
Hamsin.
Forgive us, Master Galong.
We
Galong.
will do as you say.
Wait, isn't that the guy we saw at the dojo?
So it is.
We crossed paths once before, but I haven't formally introduced myself. I am the shepherd of the lost lambs of the former Lai family. You may call me Gaolong. That is the name of the man who will bury you.
You're gonna bury me? Good one.
We won't be beaten by the likes of you.
Stay on guard. The foremost fighter is not to be underestimated.
Word on the street was you were helping quell the uprising. You've been a part of it all along. Or maybe you're the one who masterminded the whole thing.
Think what you will, but I will not provide an answer. Though I will take good care of your remains once I've ground you to dust.
Oh no, this guy is strong!
You really like to talk a big game, don't ya?
Let's go.
For a place designated as a terminal zone, I expected to find more than mere thugs. But perhaps I shouldn't write off Heiue's strongest martial artist before I can see what he's capable of.
Don't fret. I think you will find I'm more than a match for you. Now satisfy my craving for a good fight and perish!
Let's take him down.
I'm gonna make you pay for what you did to Gien and Fan!
This group's pretty sizable, so don't get cocky.
Now then, show me what you can do.
Let's start with the Vendela's raid.
We're done!
No! Limiter unlocked!
Make it count, Aaron!
Raiding Seeker.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Mr. Wang!
Dang it.
Come on! Perfect chance!
Gotcha! Too slow!
Wait. Breathe your last. Barbados, raid!
Don't screw with me!
Activating skill.
Here's some extra!
Keep moving, Van!
Full boost! Go all out! Activating skill!
Now!
Very good.
I'll crush you!
Perfect chance!
Gotcha!
Point blank range bullets.
Activating skill.
I'm gonna get the Marduk people to work on their things.
You'll pay for that.
Activating skill!
Body's starting to feel heavy. Sci-fi. There!
Beginning enemy suppression.
Barbados raid.
So this is the strength of the Spriggan and his fixers.
Take the lead, Reset.
Energy output max.
Afraid.
Boom.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Full boost!
Activating skill.
Bring it on!
Alright.
Afraid, are you?
We'll get you back up, Fairy.
Bring it! There!
Beginning enemy suppression.
Boom.
Take the lead, Reset. I will watch your six.
And feed Aaron.
Take that.
Too slow!
Chance.
Activating skill!
Here's some extra!
Make it count, Aaron!
There.
Perfect chance!
Energy output at
Hit him
maximum.
fast, Barry.
Chance! Here I go!
Activating skill.
If you please!
Boom.
What a disappointment.
Ding, ding, ding.
do you like that, huh?
We've almost got him. Just a little more.
I expected more from the Spriggan and the Prodigy. How disappointing. The Homscene, however, stands head and shoulders above the rest of this rabble. Maybe you can satisfy my insatiable hunger. Let's find out!
The thrill of battle is what drives you. No, that's not all. Well, no matter. I have neither the time nor the patience to indulge you.
No chance!
Ah, no. Shizuna.
You've got to be shitting me.
What is she doing here?
Damn it. Don't tell me you're protecting this asshole.
Afraid so. I told you I was here on a job, remember? Though I never thought I'd be crossing blades with you. I was instructed to step in if the situation demanded it. I'd say my timing was on point, wouldn't you? You're a tough cookie, but you've got an Achilles heel. You're way too focused on what's right in front of you.
I'm ashamed to admit you are correct. I let my emotions get the best of me. Oh well. At least this battle is finally getting interesting.
Ready to take us seriously now?
I'll admit your coordination was impressive. At least in that one moment. But was it a display of skill, or a mere stroke of luck? Perhaps another bout is in order.
He's holding a piece of the Genesis.
Huh? I thought it was on the rock.
Having to rely on this is an affront to my pride. But I have no choice but to carry out my orders!
Ah, shit.
Well, there goes the mastermind theory.
Now we just need to figure out who's pulling this guy's strings.
Okay, the kitty gloves are off. It's go time.
I get to fight both Van and the Homscene. There's no way I'm passing up the chance to go all out.
Oh, hell.
She flipped her switch. If the Divine Blade of Silver is joining the fray, then I will have to get serious.
You weren't serious before?
Gonna need all the horsepower we can get. These two have got strength in spades, so don't take them lightly. If you want to live, give this fight everything you have!
Understood.
Let's coordinate with the security chief and eliminate the threat.
Time for you to focus.
You have a chance to redeem yourselves. Show me your strength.
I'd be crazy not to take advantage of this. Now give me all you got.
Win without anyone getting KO'd against these two? Yeah.
I will watch your six.
There!
Too slow!
I won't hold back.
Alright. Let's do this.
Perfect chance.
Now, fair enough.
There I go. Pass him.
All set.
Good. Ah.
Run wide.
Don't screw with me!
Stay on guard.
I'm gonna focus on Shizuna.
Reset! Take over!
Mr. Arkwright.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
Perfect chance!
May we proceed with caution?
I'm gonna do this now.
Reset!
Activating skill.
You're open!
My move now.
Give them your all!
Boom.
Got your number. Don't screw with me.
Activating skill.
Strike! Now, fair enough.
A boost would work here.
Do that.
Better than before, I suppose.
Boost gauge limit thrust.
Gotcha!
Very good.
Too slow, song. Booyah!
Freezing wind! Now it's my turn. Flames protect us!
Do that. Get everybody back up.
Wait. Chance.
Come any closer, and I will kill you.
Activating skill.
All set.
Very good.
You guys are as sharp as always.
Here's my chance.
Now's your chance for a shot boost. Activating skill.
Too slow.
Oh my.
Gather up. You won't get away with this.
A boost would work here.
Threat detected. Take care.
Keep your eyes peeled.
I'll get all them.
Don't screw with me. Playtime's over.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra.
Keep moving, Van. Too slow.
Breathe your last.
Perfect chance!
A boost would work here.
There.
Good.
Here's my chance.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Too slow.
Strike.
Activating skill.
Enemy down.
Barbatos raid.
It's go time.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Bolt in your. Gotcha.
Beautiful.
Keep moving, Van.
Give them your all!
You got this.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Perfect
Yeah.
chance!
Got rid of the biggest problem.
There.
Reset!
Gotcha.
Breathe your last.
Activating skill.
You're open! Chance!
Not bad. Huh. I'll admit you're growing on me.
And there we go.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
I could do better.
I'm stronger than ever!
That's how it goes.
Oh. that was challenging.
Torpedoes! Too slow!
It's a team effort.
Nice going!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Now, Fairy!
No!
Oh no.
Shadow Hand.
Whew. Well, I think I just about fulfilled my contractual obligations.
I can faintly sense them. Whoever that hand belonged to, their true form is lying in wait there.
It's time then.
Yep. Need any help?
No. I have had my feast, so I will be heading out shortly. Witnessing the strength of the Hamsin and the Divine Blade has satiated me. For now. The Spriggan and his flock are nearly ripe for the slaughter. I suggest you sharpen those fangs of yours, or our next encounter will be woefully short-lived.
This guy. He's a tool.
Hey! Stop!
They're traveling through the shadows. It will be nearly impossible to track them.
Damn it!
We almost had it!
Why are the crazies always drawn to us?
Good question, Van. Through no fault of her own. Following that, Van's group split off from Kasim and returned to the boat. March 6th, 5:03 p.m. The sea breeze feels so nice. Seriously, you guys, thanks for giving me a lift. I didn't think those jerks would ditch me like that. Just to be clear, if you start shit, we're tossing your ass overboard. Well, that sounds like a challenge. I'm game. If you win, I can easily swim my way back to Longport. Remind me, why did we let her come with us? She was fighting us to the death literally 5 minutes ago. But whatever. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out what Kasim's thinking. Yeah, I'm still mulling over what he said before he took off. His words seem to carry a hidden meaning. That concludes this part of our risk assessment. We will also be investigating Heilong Chenjai and a few other areas. We also have to conduct military exercises with the Navy, so I very much doubt I will be able to offer any further assistance. That's cool. Not like I have the merit to hire you and your people anyway. Good luck with all the stuff you have to do.
I can see you grasped the meaning behind my words during our conversation in Basel.
What conversation was that?
That's all I have to say on the matter. Except for one thing. One day, you must give me your answer.
Oh, Fairy. You sweet girl. But you are not a Jaeger. In personality. You have any idea what he was getting at?
There are a number of matters Abby and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them.
Like I said earlier, I performed the role of the priestess in my village's New Year's festival. And you wowed the ever-loving hell out of them, right? Well, yes, but the role had another... You know what? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Sorry if you guys were worried about me. I'm totally A-OK. No, you're not. If you say so. I'm not sure I agree with Fairy's self-assessment. Something appears to be weighing on her mind. Yeah, but it doesn't sound like she's ready to open up about it. Alright, back to the main topic. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess Gao Long wasn't the one who gave you that job. Right on the mirror. I received the offer in an anonymous odd mail. It said, "Those who are lurking in the shadows of the eroded cave have a job for you." I asked Gao Long straight up if he was the one who sent the message, and he was quick to deny it. I'm not exactly the best with technology, so tracing it back to the sender wasn't really an option. Why in Adios' name did you accept such a shady sounding job? Actually, scratch that. The fact that it sounded shady probably made it even more appealing to you, and the sender probably knew that. So they baited her? Yep, they got me like a fish on a hook, and I'm content because I got to deal with the strongest warrior out of the deal. That said, I'm still a little curious about who exactly hired me. Gao Long let it slip that he wasn't the one calling the shots. Yep, I'd very much like to meet the person who's keeping the legendary foremost fighter on a string. They have the cunning to outwit the elders of Heywei without giving away a single hint as to their true identity. Their powers of foresight and natural intelligence must be off the charts. Just who could they be? The number of people who fit those particular parameters would be rather small. They would also need to have a foothold in Heywei and be able to track the Lu family's movements. I don't know. If they were that close to the Lus, Sao and Ashen would have found them out by now. I don't think there's anyone there who...
Wait.
Oh, did a light bulb go off?
There's no way. Shit. That bastard.
Do you have some idea who it is?
Yeah. There can only be one person. Now that I think about it, there's a bunch of circumstantial evidence that points to him. Administering poison, forging evidence for tax evasion, and suppressing the remnants of the Lai family. I thought it would have been impossible for one person to orchestrate all that. That's why I dropped him from my list of suspects early on.
Ooh, suspicious.
He played me like a damn fiddle.
You sound pretty sure. I'm gonna trust your hunch.
And I will as well. He matches all of the qualifications we outlined. Only he could draft a scheme that even our main AI failed to foresee. What a terrifying man.
Who is
Wow,
this?
he sure got us all good.
Huh? Are you saying it's...
The culprit who's been pulling the strings behind the scenes is Zhao Li. It can't be anyone else.
Oh no. Sal is ambitious, but I don't see him pulling something like this. Damn it, no. The call's not going through. Does that mean he's got Ashen? Probably. Best to assume that at this point. I know, he always looks evil though. Best to assume that at this point. However, it's unlikely that Ms. Liu is in immediate danger. That guy's planned everything to the last detail. He's always been as sly as a fox. That's all the more reason we can't trust him. You got that right. We need a plan. If we rush in without one, we'll be playing right into his hands. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's put on our thinking caps then. First, let's go over what our original plan was. We were planning to give our report at the Great Spire, were we not? Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had people stationed there. Probably would pounce on us the second we walked through the door. We'll have to head in there eventually, so let's make sure we have everything we need. Might as well do a quick sweep of the town too. That's fine and all, but what do we do about the crazy chick? Oh no. Please don't tell me you were planning on coming with. Weren't you just under contract with them like an hour ago?
Yeah, but said contract's up now. The past is in the past. Also, I've been interested in those 4 SPGs of yours. It feels like the goddess herself has ordained us to work together. Of course, you could defy her will by shooing me away, but I'm gonna follow you anyway. We're stuck together like glue.
She doesn't know boundaries. I love Shizuna for that. Why is she like this? Personally, I think it would be wise to accept her aid. For sure. Though it's not like she's giving us much choice here. Well, there's the brakes. Fair warning, be prepared to work till you drop. If you start slacking or you distract any of us, you're getting the boot. Got that?
Sure thing, boss.
Yay. We've got 20 drivers. Alright. However, 30 hours in, and I'm going to call it for tonight. Yay! We did it! All done for today. Tomorrow we'll finish what I think is this chapter or this act. Yeah, they're back to back. That's adorable. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to be heading off now, so thank you everyone for joining me. Let's see. Let's see, who have we got? There. Ahead. They're ahead. Alright.
I'm gonna go read. Alright. Well, thank you everyone for joining me today. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll be back with Fell Seal and more Daybreak 2. We'll see about trying to... because I think this will be this is where we're at now, is the last stretch of this act, so we'll try and finish it up by tomorrow. Finish that part up tomorrow. And then let's see what's next. Anyway, thank you everyone. Yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow as always, and next, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, people, goodbye for now. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.